Hello everybody and welcome to the Conway Arena in Nashua, New Hampshire, home tonight of the 7th annual Conway Arena High School Hockey Holiday Tournament. I'm John Collins along with Tom King, and we have our A-plus camera crew on hand for Nashua's ETV broadcast of the championship game. It's Nashua High South, fresh off their huge 6-0 victory over Hollis Brookline against Alvirne in their nail-biter, a game that featured some spectacular goalie play, a 2-1 win over North. Tom, this is shaping up to be an exciting game. I think you mentioned the size differential in favor of Alvirne.
Yeah, I think Alvirne's got a bigger team. South's always been an undersized team over the last few years, and that's been part of their problem. And they are facing a team that probably, with this caliber of players, is the best team that Alvirne has ever had. So we'll have to see how things pan out. I think it's important that South stay close, keep Alvirne off the scoreboard early. The longer South stays in the game, the better chance they have. And of course, they won't have to face the freshman Justin Ferguson. Brian Gould, the head coach, came into the tournament knowing he was going to play two different goalies and play the senior, his starter that's been the main man for most of the year, Brian Carpentier, in goal for Alvirne.
Phil Sweeney wins the faceoff for Alvirne and gets an offensive chance right away as the Broncos throw the puck toward the net. A dangerous try right off the opening faceoff. Michael Silva's wrist shot is frozen by Cam Anzel.
I think Anzel could face as many as 35 shots today, John, and that's being conservative.
These two players taking the faceoff, they're friends. Sweeney and Saucier had a friendly chat at the red line during warm-ups. Sweeney is waved out of the face-off circle for some sort of infraction, but he steals the puck and is shot on goal, and Anzel with a second save and the biggest so far this evening. We play 15 minutes in high school hockey periods. It's the first period just underway here. We're scoreless. It's Alvirne in the maroon and gold, and of course Nashua South in the traditional white and purple.
Actually, John, Gantz was not able to get a good shot off for Alvirne. He had been off balance when he got the puck, and that probably helped save a goal.
Calgate can't keep it in at the far left point for South, but he throws it across ice, and the Panthers start another rush.
Very impressed with how aggressive South was on the forecheck and how they were just relentless in shooting the puck at Hollis Brookline in the semifinal. And they're going to have to probably try to do the same thing here, but Hollis Brookline doesn't have a Sweeney.
Sweeney took it wide. It almost gets behind Anzel.
Boy, I'll tell you, I don't know how that didn't go in. I think that hit the outer post.
Cross ice pass, dangerous, almost stolen.
I think that backhander hit the far post, John.
South's got a quick line change here as Alvirne tosses it in on Anzel, corrals the bouncer and throws it behind the net. Steal by Alvirne in the offensive zone momentarily. They can't keep it in though, and shooting it.
No, but they. Oh, and there's a chance. Oh, almost a breakout.
Off the side.
Yeah, the one thing that we didn't see much of in the two games that we did in the first round of the tournament were there wasn't much play in the neutral zone.
Forechecking now, breaking up the defenseman. Frozen at the right post. Anzel will.
And South is going to have to find a way to get that puck into the neutral zone and play the neutral zone a little bit to be able to offset what Alvirne's trying to do, because Alvirne is playing a more aggressive, I think, offensive game, John, than they did against Nashua North.
Alvirne's won a couple of face-offs tonight. There's another, but Nash was able to muscle the puck out of the zone. And down they come. Kuba gets broken up, and it's thrown out of the zone to center ice. Bauer across ice, and into the zone it goes. Dylan Johnson, 11 for on North's team. Got to get my team straight. Wide open shot. Anzel was forced to stop almost what amounted to a one-on-one play. Dan Lavardaise had a great look at the cage and threw it right into the goaltender's midsection, however.
He's almost on a pace to see a shot a minute. 12:18 left to go in the period. He's faced 3 shots already.
And he doesn't want to see 45 shots in this game, I'm sure.
Well, he's seen a lot of shots over the years.
Here comes another one.
Yeah, right, exactly.
2-on-1.
Too
Anzel
soft.
with the save. The rebound is in the jersey of one of the players, it appeared, or was it gloved? Let's see, it's whistle dead anyway. Face off to the right
Too
of
soft.
Anzel.
Derek Hurling just basically floated a shot at Anzel rather than fire a hard wrister that would have been tougher to stop. He just basically lobbed the puck toward him.
Believe me, if you got hit with that shot in the chest right now, even with your Michelin jacket on, you would have felt it. You're a tough guy to please with that.
It was a
floater.
It was a floater. It was too bad. It was too soft of a shot.
I think it left a mark.
No, that little one, that little wrist shot.
In front, Calgay helps to break up the Alvirne shooter. Christian Gantz had a nice try
Gantz
around
still
the
got
boards.
a little bit of a shot off, but not much. See, this is when you fire hard. That's a wrist shot right there.
There was that Cam Brock trying to go short side.
6 shots already.
Puck squirts past the defenseman DeVito. It's going to be a race. And hauling him down to the ice, D'Angelo, there's no call though.
No interference call, I'm surprised.
D'Angelo backhander into space, and Alvirne is quick to seize on it. That's Phil Sweeney with the Jets. He's got great skating ability and a great shot as well, and you wouldn't be surprised if he launched one here, but instead he dumps it in and they'll do a line change. Jacob Calgay is back to get it for Nashua South. 11 minutes to go in the first period. We're scoreless. The best chances so far in favor of Alvirne as Calgay dumps it in, and the Panthers do a line change. With one player still on the ice and causing some havoc down there is Frankie Gino.
Oh, a little dangerous around the net, but no South players were there to take advantage of it. By the way, North won the consolation game 2-1 over Hollis Brookline earlier today.
To center ice, it's a 2-on-1 for the moment, but it's Pocek that does the job for Nicholas Smith.
They've got to get a little faster skating. They had a chance for not only a 2-on-1, but a 3-on-1.
Dylan Johnson's shot from the point was blocked by an Alvirne skate. The puck is still in the Broncos zone as they are having difficulty working it out with the Nashua attack, which continues. Forechecking back there is Christian Flavin, and he is bothering Ryan Belrose, who shoots it around the boards. Dylan Johnson handing out a check. Puck is gloved up along the boards, but kept in by number 18, Alkim Dato.
All the way around the boards.
He's onside. Vandergraaf flips it. Save. I think he got a toe on it. Anzel
with the pad save on the skate. Knocks it up over behind the goal. Amazing.
Vandergraaf, who had a goal and an assist in the 2-1 win over North yesterday, stymied by Cameron Anzel. And a play that sent chills up the spine, but it was a great goalie stop. I think that was out of the zone, and they're going to call it offside.
Did Justin Ferguson get traded to Nashua South?
Did I say Ferguson?
No, I'm just saying.
Justin,
because of the way he played yesterday.
Exactly. You know what?
But Anzel, it was his.
Might have saw the highlight reel and copied him.
Anzel is the one thing that South has had. Surprisingly, what every coach wants is a lot of goaltending depth, and Anzel is probably the best of them, and he has been sharp the last couple of years.
Yes, yeah, so
you just don't know it. You know why? Because
right.
he sees so many shots. There's no way they can keep the score down over the way they played the last couple of years. But this year they managed to, help him out a little bit more, I think.
He pitched the shutout yesterday, 6-0 over Hollis Brookline.
He sure did. And he's working on another one here. Oh, no tripping call. They had a shot at it.
They're letting him play a little bit.
Yeah,
here.
They are, which is good. But you know my theory. If they let him play in one period, they won't in another.
Ossinger across the line. Poke check nicely done by Ryan Belrose, but it is kept in the zone in the back of the net. Trying to work his way out comes Brian Blanchette. Blanchette does head man it, but all the way down into the Nashua zone.
And we have a penalty. The Panthers are on the power play, but they can't get this thing untracked.
Missed that penalty completely.
I did too.
Maybe it was the trip you were talking about.
It might have been.
They didn't broadcast it yet. Puck goes behind the net. So it's a 5-on-4 in favor of South right now. Or is it a 1, 2, 3? Yeah, 5-on-4 for the Panthers.
Oh yeah, no, they're on the power play.
1:05 left to go in the power play.
Gotta shoot the puck, guys. Gotta shoot it.
Working it to the front. Wrist shot.
The idea,
and Carpentier is going to pounce on it under a pile of
not
bodies.
even a shot off on that. That puck just kind of floated in, rolled in, off a stick. .8:21 to go in the first period. No score.
Power play opportunity, just a tick under a minute here. 59 seconds to go for the Panthers. And battling for the puck is Alexander Radin. Alvirne wins the battle, however, and they get a shot all the way down on Anzel, which Tom King dutifully records in his shots on
7-0.
goal.
I don't, the down there was just a little trickle in off the stick, kind of deflected. 7-0.
Ossinger, who had 2 goals and an assist yesterday, I think it was, in that 6-0 win.
He sure did.
Off the boards and behind the net. First to get it down there is Guarino. He's got Ossinger with him. And with the puck right now is
23 seconds left on the power play.
Ossinger trying to get a shot away, can't. Wrap around, Guarino. You heard the pad save. Carpentier, now it's a 1-on-2, but Sweeney's got some jets. And he has broken up defensive
Ossinger,
play.
nice play, getting back. Lexi Ossinger.
And Halloran gets credit for breaking up that play as well on defense. We have a penalty, though, immediately.
Yeah, probably a cross-check on Nashua South, knocking Sweeney into the boards.
Looks like Lexi is going to go to the box. Or
no,
is it? No, it's D'Angelo.
D'Angelo going in, yep. So he should have just been content to let Lexi just knock that puck away as he did. And Sweeney goes in trying to see if he can get the loose puck, and that's when D'Angelo knocked him around a little, and they called it. 7:22 to play here, first period, no score. Alvirne on the power play. They already have 7 shots on goal to none for South. Well, there's one.
There's another that they mimicked what South did a little bit earlier.
There's a chance, shorthanded, knocked it away.
Blocker saved by Carpentier.
And that was fairly soft. He didn't really get a lot of mustard on it.
Right. Winding up, Phil Sweeney plays it back to Belrose, but he is offside, and we'll have a face-off right outside the zone. A minute and a half to go. It was a cross-check against D'Angelo. Taking the draw for Nashua South will be Christian Flavin. The center iceman for Alvirne is Reed Vandergraaf, and he's got a winger, Cam Brock. Brock has it as he sprints across the blue line. Takes the shot, rather easy glove save for Anzel.
8th save of the afternoon or early evening for Cam Anzel.
Shots continue to mount in favor of Alvirne, but no real testers other than the breakaway by Vandergraaf and the save of the game by Anzel, who kicked it over the cage. Up the boards, but not out. Blanchette launches a snapshot, might have hit.
Yeah, it got deflected before it reached Anzel.
Yeah, Halloran was wincing. Obviously, he took the brunt of that shot. He's going to get some treatment maybe as he sprints off the ice. The Nashua defenseman gets replaced by Dylan Johnson. Here comes another Alvirne rush with 55 seconds left to go on the penalty. Puck slid across Calgay. Nice defensive play to knock it away. Anzel.
Anzel push, a little push, huh?
A little extra on that one.
Yeah, Alvirne's going to try to create as much traffic in front of it as they can. Nashua South playing the box, but they let a man go on the wide side.
That's Trevor Perrin that's causing problems in front of the Nashua goal for himself and the defenseman.
This is a battle.
Yeah, Calgay's not giving up. There's a shot that goes over everybody's head. Actually, that's Dylan Johnson.
Got to watch out for an elbowing call. You don't want that to happen. If you're South.
I think Dylan Johnson blocked that one, but it's not out. Blanchette across the blue line to Cam Brock.
Johnson is the one who's battling it.
Brock near point, winding up for the shot. It's blocked by Guarino. Guarino loses his stick, tries to get it back. Puck still in the Panthers zone. It's a 2-on-1 now. Shot scored. Sweeney. He's been taking those vicious wristers for 2 games now, Tom, and he finally netted one. Phil Sweeney gets the Alvirne Broncos on the board for the first score of the game. A power play goal, 1-0.
Was that still a power play goal? Is there still time left on it?
Actually, I don't know.
I don't think there was. I think the time had run out.
Maybe you're right. It felt like a power play goal, didn't it?
Sure did.
Sweeney was able to walk in. He's one guy you just don't want to leave alone right there.
Wait for the announcement, but
that's actually a gimme for a guy.
So much activity and focus in front of the net, in front of the goaltender, that allowed Sweeney to be roaming free. And you're right, he's one Bronco you don't want to leave alone. You basically have to have somebody on him the whole time.
You know, he got a goal yesterday that was wiped off the board because of goaltender interference. And I talked to Alvirne coach Bob Gould about that before the game. He agreed with the call. He said,
yeah, Brian Gould, we saw him shake his head. Sorry. We saw him shake his head to the official.
Right.
Yep. Remember we mentioned that?
Yeah. And that was the one that Sweeney got to go in yesterday. That one didn't count. This one does. 1-0. The Broncos lead it. South shoots it into the Broncos zone, and they go in after it.
They did not announce that as a power play goal. Brian Blanchette had 1 assist for the Broncos, and Trevor Perron the other one. Laborde
sprinting through the defense, trying to get in on Anzel. He's broken up before he can take it in front of the goal mouth. And back comes Nashua South, losing the handle though is Kuba, and it's back behind the blue line. Here comes James Halloran. Halloran's shot is blocked.
Yeah, Halloran had to go in alone as there was a line change.
Nicholas Smith getting in the way of that blast by Halloran. Circling for South is Dave Saucier. His head-manning pass is blocked off at the neutral zone. Now here comes Christian Flavin. Throws the puck down the boards and goes after it. Shot off the boards and out, however, by Nicholas Smith.
Sweeney in a 2-on-1.
Sweeney crisscrossing. Shot misses the far left post. Heavy hit there, and they're going to let them play as the stick got knocked away from the Broncos player.
They could have called interference there, too.
Christian Gamps taking the worst on the check from Dylan Johnson. It's 3:44 to go in the first period. The Broncos lead the Panthers 1-0. Alvirne on top with the faceoff in Nashua's end of the ice. And it is a period that's been dominated, at least in shots, by Alvirne. Not so much on the scoreboard, of course, only 1-0. But Nashua South got to generate some offense from here on if they're going to hope to win this tournament, which they are hosting on the Conway Arena ice, 7th annual holiday hockey tournament. You have some neutral zone play, and now the Broncos dump it in. And sending it back down the ice. It's going to be icing. I don't think Dave Saucier wanted to quite shoot it that far when he skied it. But it went over everybody, and it will come back for a face-off to the left of Cameron Anzel.
Well, our eyes and necks are in a permanent left position. To the left.
Yeah, you're right.
We have been looking the same way the entire time, where Alvirne has been on the offensive end.
It's not like one of those tennis matches when you go back
and forth.
Shot off the side of the net.
Now, South's got to do something to stop this run. They've got to get the puck out of their zone, and they've got to put a forecheck on at some point in this game.
Spectacular.
Here's Ossinger upended. Are they going to call it? No, they let him play it.
Right.
Ossinger with a potential breakaway.
To the line. Halloran tees it up through 2 Broncos.
Blocked.
Gets deflected.
Vandergraaf got a piece of it.
D'Angelo gets checked off the puck.
Boy, what about Reed Vandergraaf sacrificing his body and going down to take that shot?
Now here he is with the puck trying to pinch down the left boards, but he gets sealed off by Halloran. And Ossinger throws it up the boards, intended for Garino, but instead it goes to Blanchette, who throws it back into the corner for Alvirne. Fanning on the pass is Perron, but still with it, Alvirne in deep, circling. That's Dutil and Perron. But Nashua South comes away with it. Halloran throws it up, and they'll do a line change of the defense at least, just onto the ice.
There's
to send Ossinger free, but it goes off his stick. He had D'Angelo and Garino with him.
South needs someone else besides Ossinger to kind of step forward. He needs a little bit of help.
Ooh, that's a high
hit right to the neck.
I think the officials missed it. We had a good look at it.
Yeah, we were right in front of us.
That could have been penalized. And Garino's up on his feet again as he gets hit from behind by the same player.
Nice shot.
And a save by Carpentier.
I like that shot by Frankie Garino because he turned and fired. He didn't waste any time. And as soon as he got control of the puck, he let it fly. And Carpentier. on top of his game as well, makes the save as he saw it all the way.
In the referee's defense, you know, you could argue that Guarino ducked into that check where he was collared around the neck and hauled down. So that may be the explanation. That
I would have called an elbow on there. That's
elbow?
what I would. Yeah, I would have called that. But the referee was behind the play,
he was,
so
yeah.
we were ahead of it. We saw it
on top of it.
We saw it firsthand. 1 minute left in the period. 1-0 in favor of Alvirne.
And the South Panthers would dearly like to get a quality scoring chance if they could before this period ends. Sidestepping a check was Devin Medeiros' bracket. He's behind the net with it as he tries to center it and can't. Out come the Alvirne Broncos with a head of steam. And this is Sweeney, the goal scorer. Sprints across the line. He's going to take another shot that almost beat Anzel far
side. I thought it had him.
20 seconds to go, and unwisely, the Panthers ice it.
You know what, though? Why? I mean, there wasn't a lot of pressure.
No, there wasn't. That's the second time, actually, they did that.
It was just Sweeney. They could have skated it out of the zone.
I hate icing too, Tom.
Oh, so do I. But Sweeney is, you know, a force that you don't like it on cake?
That's a strong word. Yeah, that's right. I knew it didn't sound right.
Come on.
Somehow I knew it. I love cake icing.
Yeah, I just hate hockey icing.
Exactly. Thanks for catching that.
Anytime. We have to be, you know,
something was bothering me about that statement, and you seized on it.
Right.
That's going to do it here in the first period. It is an Alvirne lead, 1-0 thus far after 15 minutes of play. But anything can happen on the Nashua Panthers home ice at the Conway Hockey Arena 7th annual holiday tournament. It's the Broncos 1, the Panthers 0. We'll take a break on Nashua's ETV and we'll be right back after this.
Every year, thousands of law enforcement officers are injured or killed by passing vehicles on our nation's roads and highways. These tragedies don't have to happen. Whenever an emergency vehicle has its lights on, move over away from the emergency vehicle. If you can't change lanes because of traffic, or if you're traveling on a 2-lane road, slow down at least 20 miles per hour below the posted speed limit.
Help protect the officers who protect you. Please move over, and if you can't, then slow down. It's the law.
Welcome back, everybody, to second period action of the 7th annual Conway Arena Holiday Hockey Tournament. The score after one period of play is Alvirne 1 and Nashua South 0. I'm John Collins along with Tom King and our A-team on camera, Mike Janes and Tim O'Neill. Thank you for joining us. Nashua ETV has brought you basketball and hockey all week long. Here's the culmination of the Holiday Hockey Tournament as Nashua looks for that elusive first goal.
Well, they'll look for that elusive first goal once they can find that elusive forecheck ability that they showed against Hollis. And here's a little bit. They have to start to take over the... it's tough. They had a 3-on-2 break and an offsides call. But we talked about the neutral zone and the importance of it. They have to start to live in the neutral zone and clog it up and prevent Alvirne from rushing in, being able to rush in over the blue line and set up their plays. We saw Sweeney rush in how many times? We saw Vandergraaf rush in how many times? Cam Brock a couple of times. South has got to play better in the neutral zone and stop those Alvirne rushes and turn it around in their favor offensively.
Unfortunately, Halloran steps over the line ahead of D'Angelo, and the offside puts Sweeney sprinting the opposite direction. The talented number 2 for Alvirne wings one on net, and it's saved by Anzel. He's had to be good. As Tom said, the shots all in Alvirne's favor.
10-3 after one period, and that is Anzel's 10th save of the night.
And Sweeney can sting the puck. He is the goal scorer tonight. 1-0, the Broncos in front. 15-minute periods. We're just broken the surface here on period number 2 at the Conway Arena as the puck is floated out of the zone. Tom, you had a very monumental piece of news before the game. Apparently Bill Conway, of the Conway Arena family that donated the money to build the arena, passed away.
Yes.
And that's something that we all thank him for in our minds and hearts. Every time we step through the doors of this beautiful arena, I got to meet him when they announced it. Yeah, he was there. He was out in the parking lot.
Wow.
I covered it as a news reporter. And
yep.
You know, he reminded me of the Rogers brothers that gave money to build a library in Hudson where the Alvirne Broncos now go to school, right there in the parking lot, the beautiful Rogers Library. And Bill Conway, one of the benefactors, big benefactors of Nashua, leaves a legacy that will last forever. There's a shot that goes behind the net. Alvirne pressing to get that second goal. They were on a power play in the first period and scored right after it ended. 2-on-1, Saucier off wing, tries to get the pass away to Christian Flavin, but is unable to connect. Puck go across the center ice line, and a deflected shot's going to go up into the netting off of the stick of Luke Savoy. 13:04 remaining, second period. Alvirne ahead, 1-0. In the girls basketball tournament, Bishop Girton apparently won all their games, but lost on points or something of that nature.
Points allowed.
Points allowed. How about that?
So Bedford and Wyndham in the finals of that tournament.
Well, congratulations to those two teams. In the Chick-fil-A holiday basketball tournament, well, I won't tell you how it turned out in case you haven't seen the game yet on Nashua ETV.
Right.
There are two teams involved, though. We can say we're Nashua and Nashua.
Nashua and Nashua, right.
South and North.
So we can tell you that Nashua won.
That's right. Yeah. I know Bill Thorpe always kids me about using the word Nashua when I do one of these games because
saying South or North.
Much prefer if you say South or North, even when you're got South against an out-of-town team.
And don't forget, Bill Thorpe makes his cookies, so we kind of have to
do what he says.
Do what he says, yeah, exactly.
you do. You're in love with those cookies. I got some good home cooking at home, so I can actually be flippant with Bill. And
you just have to keep Mike James
chimes
away.
in. They are good. Yeah,
we have to just keep Mike James away from him. So
yeah.
Here's a chance now to 2-on-1.
Kuba ahead of the field is going to slide it across. Too late.
You know, it just didn't look really as though they were that experienced at the play.
Yeah, I know that number 19 is not on our roster, Tom. I've been calling him Matt Kuba. I hope that's right.
And Boisvert was not, just didn't have his stick down in time and fanned on the shot.
Somebody is hurt, and crawling to the bench actually was Michael Silva.
And they stopped play because of it. 11:57 left to play in the second period. We've got a 1-0 Alvirne lead, but they have dominated play so far. But Nashua South showing a little bit more offensive spunk thanks to some improved neutral zone play. And Mike James just turned off our monitor for some reason.
At least we can see the actual game. Save Carpentier. Haven't had to say that very much. Remember how much I had to say save Ferguson?
Yep. Save Carpentier. Carpentier getting the night off almost. He's only faced 3 shots.
You're right, it is almost like a night off. So far, Anzel's such a good goaltender, you can expect him to keep South in the game.
That's the thing, is Anzel will keep South in the game.
D'Angelo.
Will he get the win?
Shoots it. Carpentier may have got a piece of that, or else it went right over his head.
I think it went right up and over.
Still in the Broncos zone, throwing it around the boards is Patrick DeVito, and out. Pinching, though, and throwing it right back in where it came from is David Saucier. Saucier on the forecheck. Up the boards, Saucier delivers a blow. And the puck is wristed this way, caught in the skates.
Panthers just seem to be a step off their game from what we saw the other day.
He's got that whirling dervish ability and great skating ability, but he gets that shot deflected up into the netting above Anzel.
.11:05 to play in the period, 1-0 Broncos. But you just figure it's a matter of time before they're able to put another one up. That South really badly needs an equalizer.
Behind the net, getting sandwiched back there was Flavin. Puck up to the near boards, shooting it as soon as he gets there was Reed Vandergraaf.
And a nice pad save by Anzel, but there wasn't much room there for a goal. It was to the wide side.
Dutil around the boards, and it is a collision with the official with Flavin. Throwing it right back into the zone is Ryan Belrose, and out come the Panthers. Belrose knocks it down at the circle and throws it up the glass and out. Jacob Calgay just broke up what could have been a 2-on-1. Calgay gets it back again.
Oh,
trickle over his stick.
Very lucky that Vandergraaf wasn't pouncing on that loose puck.
This is onside for the Broncos. 2-on-1 developing. Anzel holding the side though and steering it.
Yeah,
wide
Anzel
of the
did a
goal.
nice job as that puck slid away from the Broncos.
Look out here. A deflected shot finds its way in front of the goaltender, but Panthers steer it out of trouble. And down to the Broncos zone.
Trevor Perron tried everything he could to get a shot off on that sequence and wasn't able to do it.
Good job of keeping the puck in the zone temporarily by Neil McNulty. It goes behind the Broncos net. Up the boards, but not out. Keeping it in over there was Kuba. Into the corner, around the boards, and not out. Dylan Johnson plays it up the boards, but Alvirne, player standing right there. Luke Savoy up to center ice. Off the stick of Derek Hurling. Johnson throws it up the boards, now circling. In trouble as he got 3 players descending upon him before he can get it out of the zone. Boisvert had trouble there. Alvirne right back with it. Dominating in shots and in time of possession as well. Rebound off the backboards, slid right across the crease in front of everybody into space. Johnson's back to get it. Up the boards and out. First one on it is DeVito. He throws it across ice to nobody in particular. Now with it,
he's got a man open. Sweeney.
Not the guy you want open.
No.
Shot score.
Yeah,
Phil
no.
Sweeney got loose on the right side.
He got loose. He got in behind Austin Bauer. Not Austin Bauer. I'm sorry. That's North. He got in behind Dylan Johnson and managed to just slide right in and put a backhander right past Anzel. So Sweeney having a banner afternoon here with a goal. 8:32 to play in the period, and it's 2-0 Alvirne in the second period.
That might have been the defenseman, Nicholas Smith, that came up to assist on that on the left wing and finding Sweeney on the right wing, and he knew just what to do with it. 2-0 on 2 goals by number 2, Phil Sweeney. One of the comments that we talked about between periods was that it appears South is a bit gassed from their effort yesterday, and with the exception of a few players, Ossinger and Gamst gets credit for the assist. Christian Gamst on the wing that fed Sweeney with that goal. And why is that? They're young kids. They should be have some energy left over.
Well, I mean, Alvirne's a better team, so that's one. So they're going to have to really put up an extra effort to stay with Alvirne. They're bigger, they're stronger, they're faster. And 2, you know, the emotion of winning when you haven't won in a while is something that takes, you know, there's a little bit of a letdown. They've showed up for this game. I mean, they're competing, but they're not winning in a situation. Well, they're not in a situation where they're able to play offensively. And that's what they need to do. I mean, you got a good offensive team in Alvirne. You got to fight fire with fire sometimes.
Anzel
and don't
with
forget,
another solid save.
And don't forget, yesterday was such an easy win. You know, they enjoyed the man advantage through almost half the game.
Yeah.
You know, so it's a lot different.
They benefited from a 5-minute major in the second period, scored 2 goals during that, and also did basically have the other team back on their heels. Weaving in traffic. Terrific try by Vandergraaf, who wants to get some goals of his own to match Sweeney.
And here's some
3-on-2. Nice stop and a shot, but not enough on it from Christian Gamst. Actually, that was, Christian Flavin.
Yep. Flavin, the senior forward on the right wing side.
The number 7 on both teams named Christian.
And you know, this is a team that shot the puck incessantly yesterday, and they only have 4 shots in this hockey game in today's championship finale.
Behind the net and able to throw it out to Belrose in the air from Alexander Radin, number 15. Vandergraaf keeps it in the Panthers zone. Dutil behind the net trying to throw it out in front to Perron. pounced on by Anzel, and he'll freeze it for a faceoff. Just under 7 minutes to go, second period. Alvirne is leading Nashua South 2-0. Tom, we're not doing the girls basketball final. Maybe there's a street hockey game or an arm wrestling match, or maybe
it's going to be strange not doing a game tonight.
Madden 4 thing we could
know,
cover
yeah,
instead.
I know, really.
Somebody's basement.
John, what's it going to be like when you don't see me tomorrow?
Oh, it's going to be strange.
You gonna survive?
Maybe you can give me a picture to hang on the wall.
Oh, I can send you one on my phone, if you want.
Oh, it almost gets tangled in Anzel's equipment. I can remember what you look like.
Yeah. Well, especially now with the new look.
Yeah, the bad Tom King. You're like the Ryan brothers right now. The one I used to know, and the one.
Yeah, right.
You're the,
right.
You know, you're the guy that's the brother with all the hair and stuff. What's Ryan? What's the Rex
I could
Ryan's
never be
brother's
accused
name?
of having a lot of hair. That's
on your face.
Oh, Rob Ryan
Rob
and Rex Ryan. That's right. Yep. Both have about the same amount of girth. Thank God I don't have that kind of girth.
Sweeney's at the point. He's got 2 goals. Of course, that begs the question, will he get the hat trick? He could right here.
He does. Good call, John Collins.
Phil Sweeney, a wrister for the hat trick. Number 2 has 3.
Power play goal as the Panthers had a player in the box.
Now that goal hurts Cameron Anzel. That's a goal he can save. I mean, it was basically a line drive that.
But he was also partially screened on the play.
He possibly was. But I'm sure he.
But you look at Cam Anzel. He's not too happy that happened. Now it's a 3-0 lead in favor of the. If it gets out of hand, I wouldn't be surprised to see John Vlachos play a second goaltender in the third period.
You know, the amazing thing to me is Guarino tries to break in to get a goal, and he's going to get a penalty. He draws a penalty with that great rush. Frankie Guarino trying to make something happen. A credit to him. 2-minute power play for the Panthers. 6:21 to go in the second period, trailing 3-0 and making something happen as Frankie Guarino was off to the races after that face-off at center ice and forced the issue.
I think the assists on that power play goal were by, let's see, Jeremy Dutil and Cam Brock.
Sweeney drops the pass. Rister gets it back and nearly deflected home. Goal number 4. Working with number 12, Cam Brock. In front, shot, save, Anzel. Brian Blanchette was deep. The defenseman, the try on Anzel. Thrown in front of that would have been a shorthanded goal. Goal for Nashua!
Nudged it in!
It went off of the body, I believe, of the Nashua player that's got his stick upraised still. And there he is. That's, is that Guarino? I think Frankie Guarino, who drew the penalty, was standing to the right of the goal. And I believe that puck hit his body, and it was an unintentional goal. So that way it still counts. And it is a 3-1 game. Frankie Guarino willing his team back into this game.
Somebody had to, you know. Somebody for South besides Ossinger, and Guarino's played a strong game. So it's good that it followed. Was that a power? Was it Alvirne was Nashua South on the power play?
They were still on the power play. I do believe it was only like a minute gone, even though Alvirne generated some shorthanded chances. Big shot by Ossinger, gets blocked by Belrose. Guarino again hustling to the cage, and falling on the puck is Belrose.
Guarino with the goal, Ossinger and D'Angelo with the assists. 3-1 game.
Coach Vachos hopes to hear that trio named in the same sentence.
That's their bread and butter, isn't it?
Repeatedly this season. Yes, it is. And they combined yesterday. They've combined again today. Christian Flavin, nice pass. Robbing him is Carpentier.
Oh, my goodness. Carpentier just dives on that puck.
Devin Medeiros bracket's going to see that one in his sleep. He just couldn't lift it.
Is.
It's a good save by Carpentier, but if Devin could have gotten under that one and lifted it toward the top of the cage, it would have been an easy goal for number 2 on the game for Nashua South. Instead, back coming with it is Cam Brock. trying to go one-on-one with a couple of defensemen. The two Nashua South players collide, and Brock ends up with the puck, although he didn't get a shot away. And he throws the pass right through his own man, Stakes. And it's going to be a foot race, but the goaltender's back there to get it, of course.
But you get the impression that South's got a little bit more energy now after that goal.
Well, you're seeing them actually literally fighting for the puck over there by their own bench, but Sweeney's loose.
How did he get that shot off?
A deceptive play by the dangerous Phil Sweeney.
How did he get that shot off?
And here comes South. And almost a breakaway for Devin Medeiros' bracket, but they're not able to connect, and instead it turns into an icing call. 4.5 minutes to go in the second period. Alvirne leads 3-0. 3 goals by Phil Sweeney.
Well, we told you that, you know, you didn't want Anzel to have to see 15 shots, or 35 shots for the game. He's already seen 18. And we have 4:33. We have about almost 20 minutes of hockey to play. He's seen a lot of rubber.
Dangerous play again, setting up. The man in front was Alvirne, number 22, just throwing it toward the net through a tangle of bodies. Always a smart play. Luke Savoy, number 22, out of the zone. D'Angelo, it goes off his skates. Silva shot it off the boards, but Ossinger stole it and sprinted into the zone with it. Nearly created a goal-scoring opportunity. Guarino and Ossinger and D'Angelo up front, the top line for South.
There's a
Calgay
turnover.
steals in the center. Pass can't get through. It's a heads-up play.
You get a turnover like that, put the puck on the net right away. Don't try to set up a play. The goalie's not expecting it, and you could probably beat him with a quick shot if you can get it off. And I think he had a chance to do that.
Smart pass near side. Ossinger off wing, shoots across the goal mouth. Not able to connect.
Well, trying to go to that wide side and be very fine, but no wing was coming down to try to put the puck in.
Calgay's blast gets knocked down and thrown
Alvirne
around the
getting
net
a little
now.
sloppy with the puck in their own end. That's a couple of times now.
Whistle is called. And I started to say earlier that the way Sweeney has lit up the scoreboard tonight, it still amazes me that he didn't score a bunch of goals yesterday, because he had so many shots and so many opportunities, but the accuracy just wasn't there.
Right.
Tom. And it was a 2-1 win for Alvirne only because of Justin Ferguson, who picked up his team, who weren't able really to light the lamp. That shows you even more what a great game it was by Ferguson yesterday to get Alvirne into this championship game. And now that has allowed Sweeney and his goal scorers to shine. Here comes South with a 3-on-1. Shot save, rebound knocked away by the trailing defenseman. And Devin Medeiros' bracket is shaking his head like, what do I have to do to get a goal?
You don't see a 3-on-1 that often, and South certainly does it.
I got to pass if I'm in a 3-on-1. I know you want to deke the shot.
Yeah, I got to pass too, don't you?
Yeah, with a 3-on-1.
3-on-1, yeah. Make the goaltender move a little bit.
Yeah.
You got 2 other guys that are there.
Right.
What you do in that situation is you hope your wingers are skating fast, not indecisive. If you don't have the puck in a 3-on-1, go towards the net, and hopefully your winger, the puck will find you, and you'll get an easy tap in for a goal.
Coach King makes another appearance here on Nashua ETV. You're right. It sounds good.
That's how you play it. Easier said than done, though.
It's good to have in your head. You know, Coach King was talking about basketball and save Anzel, as again the dangerous Sweeney gets another clear shot at the net. We were talking basketball yesterday about the player that should have went down and hit the brakes and taken time off the clock and didn't do it.
Right.
And then almost like as if he heard you, like the voice in his head, he did it the second time. So it's possible to learn, you know.
In that gym, maybe you heard me say that.
That's right. That was the game before when there wasn't South against
South
North.
against North, there weren't a lot of people there, right?
You can hear a pen drop, literally.
Yes, a pen did drop.
Ossinger stick handling in traffic, trying to hold on to it. Calgay pinches on the boards, but not able to keep it in. Ossinger covering for his defenseman all the way back to get it, bothered by Sweeney. D'Angelo tips it ahead.
Nice
He's got
move.
Guarino in the middle. D'Angelo shot, save Carpentier.
That time, I think D'Angelo had no choice but to shoot because Alvirne had that winger covered.
Yeah, he was trying to go underneath the left elbow, which is the catching glove. What was that, 6-hole?
The elbow. A nice play, glove side. That's what we say, glove side. But a nice play to use the boards to your advantage and deflect the puck off the board so you can get a running start after the puck.
You know, maybe if you're going clockwise.
Here's a shot.
Ossinger's blocked, and Alvirne's going to get it out of the zone.
It's the umpteenth turnover for Alvirne, but they have a possible 2-on-1 here.
Halloran administers the check, but it's Alvirne with the puck in the Panther zone.
Gino gets back and does a nice job. 1:23 left in the period, 3-1 in favor of Alvirne.
Behind the Nashua net, up off the glass and out. Belrose can't keep it in. Guarino is there, but it's Perron that throws it down deep. Halloran with it, gets it past Vandergraaf and out of the zone. Back to get it though is Nicholas Smith to Belrose. Stopped by Guarino, who takes a shot to the chops. We've seen Guarino take one to the neck and now the chin, and the officials let him play. Under a minute to go in the second period. Alvirne leading 3-1 as Halloran goes back to get it. Backhands it around the boards. David Saucier's over there with D'Angelo. D'Angelo will take it out. Still 35 seconds to go. He's intercepted. He gets it back. D'Angelo to Ossinger. Ossinger with a chance. Save Carpentier. Ossinger gets it back in the corner. D'Angelo's got it. Trying to feed it back to Ossinger. 25 seconds to go. Ossinger walks out of the corner, but he gets broken up momentarily. Back to Halloran. Fans on the shot. And here comes Alvirne. Into the middle. Brock with the move. Sweeney with the shot. Save. Anzel. And he hangs on. Cam Anzel with the biggest save in quite some time. He had one in the first period, and that's highlight number 2 for Cam Anzel as he stops Phil Sweeney from getting goal number 4.
17 saves on the day for Cam Anzel. And we are just almost done with 2 periods of hockey.
10 seconds to go, and that will be icing. And so Alvirne will get a chance here to get another shot away. I'm going clockwise on a goaltender. You're looking at a goaltender clockwise, right?
Yeah.
The elbow, which you object to, I think it's going to, I'm calling it a hole, but it's like, it's 1 hole, 2 hole, 3 hole.
Glove side.
4 hole,
glove side.
5 hole.
Glove side and 5 hole.
Yeah.
Glove side.
Glove side is 1 hole.
Stick side, 5 hole.
Yeah. And that is 2 whole periods of play. 3-1, Alvirne is leading Nashua South. John Collins with Tom King. We've got Mike James and Tim O'Neill on camera, the A-team. We are back with 3rd period action. This one is still in doubt, folks, on Nashua's ETVs. Come back with us after the break.
Hey guys, look, it's Brian.
Hey Brian.
I haven't seen you since we graduated. How have you been?
Actually, I never graduated high school. I've just been delivering pizzas.
Oh, you never graduated?
How about you?
I'm working part-time at the hospital and I'm going to the Manchester Community College.
Welcome back, everybody, to the 3rd period of the championship game of the 7th annual Conway Arena Holiday Hockey Tournament. Alvirne is leading Nashua South 3-1 as we get underway in the 3rd frame. John Collins with Tom King, Tim O'Neill on camera, along with Mike James.
Well, we saw Nashua South get a little spring to their skates in the 2nd period after Alvirne had taken a 3-0 lead. Let's see if they can pick that up, but they've got to find a way. You know, I think they need to shadow number 2 there, as you see in your picture, Phil Sweeney of Alvirne.
Yeah.
He's got a hat trick in this hockey game. Anytime he touches the puck, he's a threat to score.
Christian Gamp sets up his teammate for a blistering shot. Sweeney bidding for number 4, and Anzel stops him.
Unbelievable, isn't it? You cannot let him get the puck like that.
Just as he said spring in his step for South, though, that was the guy, Guarino, that had the puck behind the net over here. So
now you give credit. Guarino's playing a strong game. Ossinger, I think.
Here goes Guarino, foot race.
Started strong.
Ossinger with Guarino. Can't get it in front of the goal.
Yeah, see, I think Ossinger's a little tired, John.
Frankie whiffs on the check.
Remember how strong Ossinger was early in the game?
Yeah.
We haven't called his name a lot since, have we?
Those are the 3 best players on the ice back there.
Yep.
That was Sweeney. Look at D'Angelo shot.
Oh.
Misses. Yeah, Ossinger and Guarino and Sweeney all going for the puck.
I'll tell you what, though. I'll tell you what. You say this for South. They are competing in this hockey game.
They are definitely competing. They're only a few bounces or maybe some great plays away from getting back into it completely. 3-1, they trail. But they have to look out for Cam Brock right now. Save on the left toe skate. Play by Cameron Anzel. He had to do some yoga stretching there to get to that one, but he did.
20 saves.
Christian Flavin stumbles a bit as he goes across the line, and flying is Ryan Belrose. Actually, that's not Belrose. That's number 16.
That's Vandergraaf.
Vandergraaf's got that good right-handed shot. Belrose tried the poke check. Back to pick him up, though, is Nicholas Smith on defense for Alvirne, off the boards.
Let's see how tired.
Yeah, and Alvirne's flying here.
Alcindetto was not able to zip down the ice and get that puck.
Vandergraaf, you'd never know he played a game.
Oh, and a deflection.
Goal. Is that too high? No goal. No goal.
No goal. Stick was up. Yep.
Stick was up.
No goal.
It was definitely a good reflexive play by Alvirne. It wasn't, intentional cheating or anything.
Vandergraaf's trying to say, no, I had my stick crosswise. Nope.
It might have been right at the shoulder, but it was at the shoulder.
They didn't waste any time. Referees did not confer. They did not.
Right.
They waved it off right away.
It was pretty skillfully done by Vandergraaf. It was intentional, but he thought maybe it was below the shoulder. No, the official said it was right at the shoulder or above, which is the rule. And so no goal, and the faceoff actually in the Broncos zone. So we're still at 3-1. That's the tally that we started the third period with. Alvirne looking to take the championship game of this 7th annual Conway Arena Holiday Hockey Tournament. Puck in the neutral zone. James Halloran over to get it for the Panthers. Nice pass up ahead, but couldn't corral it. It was Alkim Dado. Cross ice. Devin not able to control it. Into the right corner it goes. Belrose around the glass, and Calgate can't keep it in.
No.
Poke check.
Almost allows a breakaway.
Yeah, that was Trevor Perron that was almost
That's
off
what we
to the
talk
races.
about, neutral zone play. You can't turn the puck over in the neutral zone like that.
Alvirne with it in deep.
Vandergraaf, he's got a chance to walk in, and it's all stems from that turnover just inside the neutral zone earlier. That's a chance he shouldn't have had. Anzel with his 3rd save of the period.
Calgate plays it up ahead. Devin Medeiros bracket just not able to turn up ice. Instead, it's Alvirne with another chance here. Hurling throws it across the goal mouth. Derek Hurling. Puck near boards being fought for and out. Guarino has it at the red line. Tries to make a move before he had the puck, and he gets checked off of it. Back to the neutral zone and back into the Alvirne end of the ice. Michael Silva throws it down around the boards and behind the net. Alvirne has had the shots advantage in a big way in this game. And of course, the advantage on the scoreboard is all due to Phil Sweeney. A hat trick for the Broncos. He's had a bid for 4 several times since then. And that is the difference in the game, 3-1. Up ahead to D'Angelo. He almost had a breakaway. Instead, he'll be able to avoid the icing call by going down and touching this one. He already did touch it. And this one is going to be icing against the Broncos. A rare icing against Alvirne in this one, but good sign.
Yeah, you're right. We haven't seen them have to ice the puck at all. But
yeah,
again, South playing a very competitive game, and I'm sure, win or lose, John Vlachos will make that statement after the game. He will laud his team for the way that they fought back, and on a day where they weren't quite at their best.
Wow, you wrote them off. It's 10:40 to go.
Well, I said win or lose.
Well,
I said win or lose.
They weren't at their best, but they got 10 minutes to,
But they're not at their best.
ratchet it up. I'm trying to keep viewers here. I hear what you're saying.
Teams can win hockey games when they're not at their best.
Guarino. Okay. D'Angelo. Stick shift. Still has it. D'Angelo trying to slide it to somebody.
I think we saw
Alvirne
win a game yesterday when they weren't at their best.
D'Angelo wheels and fanning on the puck is Saucier.
Saucier was right there,
what
but
a
you
chance.
know what? That puck kind of rolled.
It did. And still, it was rolling on the ice. Good pass, a blind pass to Saucier, trying to pitchfork it in front to Guarino, who throws it off the goaltender's pad.
Look at this traffic now that South is creating. It's too bad they weren't doing this in the first period.
Sweeney.
They got to stay with him.
Dangerous.
Got to stay with him.
In front of the net. Not able to finish, though. Sweeney's still got it. Almost like he's a one-man ragging show. Scores.
Just incredible.
Phil Sweeney, a sniper from near the blue line, number 4. All 4 goals belong to number 2, Phil Sweeney. P.S. Phil Sweeney.
P.S. Pretty
Don't
good.
forget to stop me.
Yeah, I know.
That's the postscript on that letter. I know you almost had a story chance.
P.S. I'll see you in the Division III final. Whoever's going to be there with him.
Division III, hard to believe. As you were talking about the division.
They went down a couple of years ago. Their program was in disarray, and before Karen Bonney, the athletic director, knew what kind of coach, unassisted for Sweeney, before Karen Bonney, the athletic director, really had a feel for what kind of coach she had in Brian Gould, she felt that the program needed a little bit of a spark, and the timing was, in early March, late February, that they had to make a decision, and she decided to drop down. This was 2 years ago. And and Alvirne appeared in the semifinals last year, lost to Kennett. They had been in the semifinals in Division II 3 or 4 years earlier than that, but they were going through a succession of coaches. They had 3 or 4 coaches in about a 4-year span.
Dutil drops it onto the stick of Christian Flavin of Nashua South. Flavin trying to get a rush going. It's a 3-on-2 for the moment. Flavin circling, tries to get it back to the point. He does. Jacob Calgate. Calgate's shot. Save. Flavin shot. Oh, how did that not go in?
There was an open net. I don't know how.
Owen McNulty, number 18 for Nashua, appeared to have a gaping cage in front of him, and the puck did not cross the line somehow.
So 18 would have been Dato.
Alkeem Dato, excuse me, I got my numbers mixed up. It was Alkeem Dato, yes, and he was on the left side of the frame. And
they had all sorts of chances, but no one could get their stick on the puck. 4-1 lead for Alvirne, 8:30 to play in the finals here of the Conway Holiday Christmas Tournament. 7th annual.
South continues to compete. And throwing the puck back toward the corner. Behind the net it goes. Winding up for the Broncos comes Brian Blanchette. Throws it up the boards, but not out. Halloran keeps it in. And Blanchette's got to go back and get it again. He does come out of the corner, but not out of the zone yet. Good back check by the Panthers, trying to interrupt it, but no. Broncos get it across the zone, still keeping it. Halloran's able to poke it away from everybody to center ice. Under 8 minutes to go now in the game. Alvirne trying to improve on their 4-1 lead and get a goal that doesn't belong to a guy named Sweeney.
Yeah.
Here comes the Panthers. 7.5 minutes left to go. Throwing it down into the opponent's zone is Dylan Johnson. Goes all the way around the boards to a teammate. And in front, Guarino with a shot.
Oh,
save,
save.
Carpentier.
Carpentier never saw it. He never saw it. Went right off his pad. He was stoic.
Just good goalie form.
Just had positioned himself perfectly.
And that bought him the save. Kuba throws it down into the corner around behind the net. Guarino trying to come out from the backboards and make a play.
Well, you know what I'm going to look forward to?
Jacob Boisvert.
You know what I'm going to look forward to is the last day of the season, North-South. That should be, from what we've seen here,
yeah.
That should be a whale of a battle between North and South.
Alvirne barely beat him. 2-1.
And South is played
Is
very
competing in this
competitively. If it
game.
wasn't for a guy named Sweeney, it would be a scoreless game right now or a 1-0 South lead.
That's right.
You know?
That's right.
But to further the story, you know, Brian Gould wasn't happy with going down to D3. He wanted to stay in Division 1.
Sweeney
Division 2.
bidding for
Oh,
number
my
5 over the net. We saw a lot more of that yesterday when Sweeney was held scoreless. He had a lot of chances.
Right. Yeah, but no target.
Wasn't able to zero in.
Right.
D'Angelo muscles the Bronco defender off the puck.
But they will be in Division 2 next year.
In front, misses Saucier, but makes its way back to the blue line. And throwing it into the corner was Saucier.
And the irony of it, John, is they won't have as many good players next year.
Cam Brock swings it wide, staying onside, cutting in front, now behind the net. Circling, Cam Brock still with it. Launches it to the opposite corner. Calgay battling for it and steals it away from Sweeney. Always a good move. 6 minutes to go in the game, the championship game of the Conway Arena hockey tournament. As Alvirne winds its way toward a title, Cam Brock starts back with Sweeney. Brock scores. 5-hole on the ice.
Yep, there's your
Cam
5-hole.
Brock. No lift to that shot, and I think Cam Anzel, his concentration may be waning just a bit with the score the way it is, and he maybe thought the puck was going to get lifted, and it hugged the ice underneath his pads for goal number 5, and that's a goal for Cam Brock. Can't remember if anybody gave it to him. I know he carried it through the neutral zone and took the shot. It may be unassisted. Devin Madero's bracket gets checked to the ice by Belrose, gets right back up and fights for the puck. We have a whistle. Is that going to be a interference call? Probably against the Broncos. Belrose.
Give an assist to Devin Hurling on that goal. It's now a 5-1 lead for Alvirne. 5:41 to play in the hockey game. And there'll be a brief awards ceremony after the game, I believe. And I saw the hardware out in the outer room. Nice save by Carpentier.
Chest high and hangs on. With 5:37 remaining in the game. Power play for the Panthers as Belrose is in the box for interference. And Nashua South trying to get their second goal of the game, but Broncos able to ice it. Halloran behind the net, and he ices it. That's a learning experience, I would think.
Yep.
Don't do that. That's
No.
my teaching moment of the day. Don't do that when you're on the power play.
Don't ice the puck.
And down 4 with 5:20 to go.
That's the second time we've seen that today, isn't it?
Yeah. Third.
Third.
Not on the
Wow.
power play, but yeah, you know, unnecessary.
No, we
icing.
saw it earlier on
on the power play.
Yeah.
Okay. D'Angelo working with number 17 over there in the left boards, Dave Saucier.
You got to figure this is third line territory now for most of the third and fourth line for Alvirne. They've got enough players to do that.
Ossinger.
Up 5-1.
Saucier. Calgay calling for the puck near point. D'Angelo's got it in space in the corner. Matt D'Angelo. Shot from the left wing is saved, a stick save by Carpentier. Directs it to the backboard. Good cross to the point pass. Shot score.
Wow.
Dave Saucier launches one. A la the goal we just saw Alvirne scored by Cam Brock
It's
as
the second goal of the tournament.
an ice hugger from the point.
He scored earlier.
And it's still not out of the question. 5-2.
5-2.
Saucier's exhorting his fans and teammates to not give up hope. 5-2 with 4:37 to go in the hockey game. A power play goal for the Panthers. Was their other goal a power play goal, we said? Garino gets a great shot away, and it's a good save by Carpentier.
Power play goal and an assist to D'Angelo, who's played a strong game.
How about their first goal? Was that a power play goal also?
I'll have to double check on the sheet. We thought it was originally, remember?
Yeah, I think it was a minute into the power play.
Garino's goal.
Yeah, I just want to make
D'Angelo and
sure.
Ossinger with assists on that as
Right.
well. So D'Angelo with 2 assists for South, and goals by Saucier and Garino.
Halloran's shot is
just
tipped.
Trickled wide.
Looked like Christian Flavin got a stick on it on the way through, but it just didn't find the back of the net. That one goes across the crease.
And South playing with a little bit of desperation here. This
Yeah.
is what they needed to show in the first period.
But Sweeney's over here on the wing.
Yeah, see,
he
Alvirne-
doesn't get the puck.
Alvirne's not going to let up. They're going to play their guys. So they're up 5-2 with 3:59 to play.
Saw what Sweeney did there. He thought it was a glove pass, so he didn't touch it. So he waited till it was legal, but he gets checked off the puck, and here comes James Halloran.
Oh, when's the last time
He's
you
got
saw
some
that?
room. James Halloran bearing in. Can't hit the
Trying to go short side.
the one hole. Yeah.
Glove side.
Or glove
and
hole.
Wasn't able to do it.
Puck drifts off to the boards. Christian Gantz blocked it at the center ice area. Sweeney has a back checker and is able to elude them skillfully, but loses the puck. And here comes Alvirne. Stopped by Halloran. Halloran, 3:10 to go. Takes a shot and almost gets over the glove of Carpentier. That was on net. He would have been in trouble. I mean, directly on net. Right out of the box. Here comes Alvirne's number 18, Cam Blake.
Nice
This is
job
the net.
defensively by Dylan Johnson to disrupt that.
Ossinger flying down the right sideline and gets broken up. Checks Sweeney, loose puck. Christian Flavin down there to get it. Blanchette's going to pick it up in the corner. Brian Blanchette has some room to operate, so he keeps his head up. Slides it to Sweeney across the line. Sweeney's got Blake near side. Blake shot, score! Cam Blake just onto the ice, and that's going to draw a celebration as a super sub he has proved on this shift. The freshman puts one in the back of the net. He was in the right spot at the right time for the rebound. It's 6-2 Alvirne. Cam Blake has it again. Going wide to the left, puts the brakes on. Back to the point, but Guarino is there. Here comes Ossinger. It's a 2-on-2. Ossinger trying to split the defense is broken up. Good play by Brian Belrose.
Sweeney with an assist. 4 goals and an assist. That's not a bad day. Huh?
Not at all. Brett Petre just off the bench for Alvirne, got a stick on it, but it goes out of play. 2:06 remaining. Break in the action. John Collins with Tom King, our camera crew, Tim O'Neill and Mike Janes on Nashua's ETV. Thank you for watching all the basketball and hockey action that we've had, boys and girls, this week in the holiday week. The tournaments that have been taking place at South and North. And shot save, that was off the stick of Trevor Perron. Cameron Anzel still staying focused. Under 2 minutes to go in the game. Alvirne leading 6-2. Puck behind the net. Jacob Calgay goes back to get it. Off the stick of Alkeem Dato to center ice. Dato gets it back to Calgay. A minute and a half to go. Perron is able to keep it in the zone. No.
Intercepted. Intercepted again.
Knocking it down offside, unfortunately,
Offside.
for Neil McNulty.
South getting a few more players onto the ice.
And
Using
so
their
are the
depth.
Broncos.
So are the Broncos with 1:18 to play in a 6-2 game. Story of the day, obviously, Mr. Sweeney.
Near boards, and here come the Panthers. Matt Kuba is dumped. Freshman into the corner. Shot and a save by Cam Anzel. That was number 3 for Alvirne. Alec Boucher, who got that one away. Christian Flavin with 40 seconds left to go in the game gets checked to the ice.
22 saves for Anzel on the afternoon.
Patrick DeVito with a
Early
good
leaving.
defensive play there for Alvirne. 35 seconds to go. Tripping over some sticks there was Kuba. Christian Flavin, good back check. With half a minute left to play in this one. Loose puck, Alvirne has it in the zone. Saved by Anzel. One final highlight here with 18 seconds left to play. He directs a point-blank scoring chance wide to the corner off the, looked like the blocker that he used there. Cam Anzel, flashes of brilliance in this one. He was just besieged by shots.
Well, John Collins, has been an interesting week.
Yeah, it has.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of
you.
Yeah.
I didn't say too much. I just said a lot.
A lot of good high school play. Well, I got to coach a few sports, according to you.
Zach Delegata. I guess it's got to, get into you by osmosis. You go to all these games, you see the right way to do it, the wrong way to do it, and that's going to do it.
And that'll do it. The final here. Nashua South falls short. Alvirne wins the Conway Christmas Classic 6-2. They've been in this tournament now for, I think, 4 or 5 years, and they've finally come away with the hardware.
Congratulations to the Broncos of Alvirne, who you are watching right there celebrate on the Conway Arena ice. I want to say a special thank you again to the Conway family. Our hearts and prayers go out to you for the passing of Bill Conway, the benefactor who made the donation to make this arena possible. We thank the Conway family every time, silently in our hearts and minds, every time we step through the threshold of this beautiful arena. So moment of silence in your hearts this New Year's weekend for the Bill Conway family. Congratulations again to the Alvirne Broncos for a fantastic tournament and a promising start to their 2011-2012 hockey season. We look forward to seeing them again, perhaps, down the road. For Tom King and Mike James and Tim O'Neill, I'm John Collins. Thanking you for watching the Nashua ETV broadcast of the Conway Arena Championship. It goes to Alvirne this year. Good night from Conway Arena, everybody.